Good morning. It's Saturday, March 23rd. It's about 9:40 in the morning and it's supposed to get really windy. In fact, it's already getting that way. So I wanted to do a garden diary before I head out on vacation. So we still have some petunias. My husband got it all the watering in for my cucumbers, and these are early spring ones. You can see the Arrhenius or whatever is starting to get more leaves on it. It's pretty nice outside. I don't have a jacket on or anything. These poor little guys, I really abuse them. But I think like there's still a green leaf on that one, so that's a good sign. Those are like choke berries, not choke cherries, but choke berries. Oh, I saw the trees, they're getting green. These petunias are looking pretty in the morning sun. My husband got this flower bed ready and he switched out the lights. And then one thing that he did is he redid our fire pit. It wasn't working properly. The flame was just kind of messed up, and now it's actually beautiful, and it puts out quite a bit of heat too for us. Show the armeria. I took the dirt out of these and I put in some California fuchsia, and I forgot to water them in. That's why they look kind of crappy. But if they don't make it when I come back and they're pretty hardy, they're like a weed, so they might make it because they're over there in the rocks, and everything that I put in these pots was out of the rocks. So if they don't make it, then I'll put some more in when I get home. That heavenly bamboo is pretty. The plum trees are changing colors again. That is greening out. That'll probably be green by the time I get home. The lantana is getting green. I think all of them are, except for these back ones on the bridge. These front ones are turning green. And the bougainvillea there, it survived the winter. I don't know if this one will. The green in there is actually pepper plants and a lantana. And then I'll show. I've got some artichoke over here and some petunias, some strawberries, tiny little plants. That's in my greenhouse. We're still getting that squared away with the watering. I harvested a bunch of lettuce this week since I'm gonna be gone. I was afraid it would be hot by the time I got back. Those African daisies that I stuck in there, I don't know, they look kind of scroungy, but we'll see what happens with them. I have, think market more cucumbers. And then I'm going to put about 3 cucumbers on the end there that are Persian. And then I'm going to plant some, since I have water here, I'm going to plant some chamomile. But I might pull it back out when I come home. It's just a temporary home for it until I get back from vacation. My cilantro's gotten big, and I've harvested a bunch off of it too. My husband ran water to this thyme plant that's over here. I think that's a bunch of marigolds that are coming in. And there is some of my peas that I planted. Here's a tomato plant. Zucchini. This is my cherry tomato that I like. This is a cherry tomato that I like. This bed here, we harvested the lettuce. Then those are Brussels sprouts. I don't think I gave them enough time because they're pretty slow growing so far, so I'm not going to worry about pulling those out. And then arugula is like a weed around here anyway for me, so I harvested some of that arugula, but there's still a bunch more in this bed. The pak choi is blooming there. There's another, actually, oh, that's a bush zucchini as well. And then I planted this, I think it's either cauliflower or broccoli, I don't know. I moved it from, transplanted it from this bed over to here, so we'll see if it makes it. Same way with this plant. We're not seeing any growth on the pepper plants yet, but we're going to give them a little shot. Like, this looks a little green. So, I don't know. By the time I come home, we may be putting some other, pulling these and putting some plants from the box store in. There's some peas that are coming up there. This is chard, it's good there. I want to rebuild my strawberry tower when I get home. Then I've got cherry tomatoes that are my favorite in here. I have zucchini. I moved my fennel. I had it in that bed. I moved it over here. I moved my kale, my cilantro, some of that stuff. These, I believe, are all cherry tomato. I didn't intend to plant that many, but I had that many seedlings come up. So this is cinnamon basil, and it smells awesome. Those are fennel, zucchini. That's my chamomile between my tomato plants, and then these are like purple Russian and Paul Robeson. There's some more cinnamon basil. These are my favorite cherry tomatoes. These are purple Russian. I had a bunch of tomatoes. I think I put a zucchini in each corner, and then I did the okra. And I think that everything's looking, I mean, they've gone through some shock, but I think they're going to make it. That plant that's in that yellow thing is what I pulled out of the pot that it was over underneath the tree, and it is so root bound. But I know I could, that's garlic chives, and it smells like garlic. I know I could divide it up and So my husband might keep that watered until I get home, and then I might plant some garlic chives. That's what I have in these pots, those African daisies that are looking scraggly. And then I harvested some lettuce and spinach out of this bed. And I believe that's my garden diary.